All right, let's get right into it. So, a little news to report. Paperwork Poppy continues his nonsense, he and his legal team, about suing UMG over the song Not Like Us. Now, Drake has ended rescheduled his tour dates for the rest of his Australian tour, the Anita Max Win tour. I still think that whole thing is strange, but he's rescheduled the tour dates because his team is trying to get the lawsuit against UMG pushed and the court date pushed up to March 4th. And UMG has gotten the court date, as far as I can tell, stalled until April. They want to start in April. His team is trying to get the court proceedings started next month. So this is why Drake would end or reschedule the dates on the tour so that he would be present. Because if he was on tour, then that would be a reason for UMG to definitely file for the court proceedings to be delayed. Yes, there were rumors that there were problems on the tour. That is to be expected, honestly, with the chaos that that team and OV Whole Nation is in. That is to be expected. It was a rush tour situation. I don't think that there was that much clamoring for the tour. Yes, Drake can sell out concert venues still, especially in a place like Australia where he hasn't performed in several years. But there are a lot of issues, but that's normal things that happen on tours, especially a rush tour like this one. They kind of tried to put it together real quick, but that's not the reason that he's leaving the tour. Honestly, I know a lot of people are out there saying, oh, the tour is not really selling out. They sold the tickets. They sold the tickets through a lot of gimmicks, but they sold the tickets. But the rescheduling has to do with Paperwork Poppy doing Paperwork Poppy things. That's what it has to do with. He has to be present if the court case is to start on March 4th, which his team is pushing for. He cannot not be ready to be there and be present during the case. Okay, that can be something UMG would use to delay the proceedings, which in my opinion is an even worse reason actually to delay the tour, which is to come and follow through on this lawsuit. Like, they're serious about this lawsuit. So we're gonna read a couple things. First of all, before the Super Bowl, they did warn that they were going to continue with this lawsuit, and they're pretty much serious. In a statement provided to The Source magazine, this comes from The Source magazine, UMG is masquerading as a champion of artistic freedom by calling its actions merely entertainment, but there's nothing entertaining about pedophiles, or child abuse in the real world, they told Joe Cascarelli of the New York Times. Now, we are confident that the evidence we will ultimately present at trial, including information we've already learned and continue to receive since filing the lawsuit, will expose UMG's gross prioritization of its own corporate profits and executive bonuses over its exclusively signed artists' well-being and the truth. Okay, so that was what they had to say before the Super Bowl. So UMG and everybody knew this was coming. The court knew this was coming. But what I will say is that it does make Drake and his team seem disorganized that he scheduled a tour when they were also trying to get a case heard in court. Honestly, it tells me that the money signs for the album artwork mean that there may be some money troubles, not just that they're making some money from the album, because the album is mid at best. But anyway, so getting into the official letter filed by Drake's lawyer on Monday. This report comes from the New York Times directly. In a letter filed on Monday, February 24th, Drake's lawyer, Michael J. Gottlieb, clapped back at UMG's claim that his team was preparing to drop key allegations. Now, that's a statement UMG made after that statement that they made pre-Super Bowl from the lawsuit. According to Gottlieb, that's simply not the case. UMG is trying to stall. And what better way to prove his point than bringing up the 133.5 million people who watched Kendrick Lamar metaphorically stomp on Drake's reputation during the biggest sporting event of the year. Gottlieb argued that delaying the case would unfairly prejudice Drake, who is still suffering from UMG's alleged smear campaign. At the same time UMG has been delaying here, UMG launched new campaigns to further spread defamatory content, quote unquote, the song Not Like Us, including at the Super Bowl halftime show. He wrote that sentence structure is a little rough there, but that's right. Drake's team is using the halftime show as legal evidence of the damage caused by Kendrick's viral diss track. And let's be honest, if the entire NFL and Apple Music production team is hyping up a song that accuses you of being a predator, you might just have a case. Now, that part I disagree with. I read through the whole case. The case is a little bit too much. They're trying to do too much in the case. But probably not the smartest lawyers. It seems like Drake has. UMG would not really benefit from delaying the case, as he's saying, because Kendrick is about to go on tour throughout the spring and the summertime. When UMG wants to start the case, Kendrick will be on tour performing that song more than likely all over this country and then all over Europe so far. And they'll probably be adding more dates later on throughout the year. So I don't see where the angle of Drake's team is coming from with that. I think that they're just trying to get into court in hopes to make UMG settle somehow. But I think the way that they structured the case with the inclusion of the social media and then the inclusion of song lyrics, UMG knows that they can't settle. They cannot settle this case because it sets a precedent for people to sue not only them, but everybody who produces any kind of media, any kind of artwork, to be sued if somebody's feelings gets hurt over what has been produced, whether that be social media posts, whether that be song lyrics, whether that be videos, whatever. Even, like I said, they even included the comments and the comment sections of the videos. So, like I said, Drake's team is kind of scrambling here. To me, the whole thing, the way everything's coming out, the delay of the album being mid and kind of sounding like a bunch of old songs, decent songs, but still old, like 2016-ish. A lot of Bryson Tiller-ish. You know, Bryson Tiller, a lot of y'all owe him a check because he gave y'all a style to run with. But I think that there may be some money issues with Drake's new deal for UMG not coming to fruition. And instead, him taking this route to kind of attack them instead of go back to the negotiation table or just go to the table and cut a deal with somebody else. I think that would have been the smartest thing if that was available to him to do, but ego and pride can definitely lead to your downfall. And I think that is the case here with Paperwork Poppy, the Drizzler, doing too much yet again. Very disorganized way to handle your business. Now, in a statement about the rescheduling of the tour dates, the Toronto Superstars team confirmed the cancellations in a statement shared with Rolling Stone due to a scheduling conflict. 4 of Drake's 16 sold-out shows in Australia and New Zealand will be postponed, they wrote. We are actively working on rescheduling these dates and adding some additional shows. All tickets for the affected shows will remain valid for the new dates. Refunds will be available for those who prefer, but please note that as these shows are sold out and any refunded tickets will be released for sale, or re-released is what they should have said there. But I think that all of these moves and all of these social media posts that I've been putting up on the screen that Drake has put on his various accounts, you know, these shots of Ebro, these shots of Lucian Grange's daughter-in-law in OVO merchandise. I guess maybe she posed for some OVO ads at one time or something like that. I don't know what this is he's putting up here, but this is a historic crash out. I know people are tired of this subject matter, but this is literally history from a hip-hop standpoint, from a music business standpoint. This is a historic fall from grace. All of these moves, though Drake may think and try to pretend like they're on top of things, really they're spiraling and kind of doing it to themselves. You know, if I was UMG's legal team, I would file a countersuit that they are helping promote the song and promote the beef and promote the controversy surrounding the song as much as anybody by not being able to get over what has been many times a battle that has been tried to be ended and concluded by the winning side, right? You cannot take away him performing that song. Nobody tries to take away Drake performing back to back. He still performs the record. Okay, he has album titles dissing people, not to mention all of the songs where he's taking shots at people. Nobody's trying to stop you from performing those records. Trying to stop Kendrick from performing this record is just not a smart move. But anyway, that's all I got to say. We already know the saga continues. Paperwork Poppy is on the loose still. That's why they canceled or rescheduled the tour, because the paperwork is going to be working as far as they are concerned. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, man, of all this nonsense with Drake and his team. Hit that like button if you haven't hit the like button already yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the notification bell. Share this video. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank y'all for watching as always, and we out.